Hey everyone, it's Nick from Nick's Crossing. We just got back from a train show, spent under $200 and came up with one of the best train show stashes ever. So here we go, all aboard. Alright guys, so a little bit about this show. This show is actually put together by a mutual friend in the hobby, Mr. Bernie at Bernie Model Railroading, and his store is located in Jessup, Pennsylvania. Now the show is located in Dunmore, which is east of Scranton, at the Holiday Inn Scranton East. Surprise. So he rented out a hall, tons and tons of vendors. He said 100 plus vendors, which is amazing. I actually sold stuff at the last show that Bernie did in the fall, but this show I was a buyer. So we did our rounds back and forth, and Nikki was with me, and actually had a bunch of YouTuber friends there as well, such as Jamie Macon, RJ78, and also we had JP Videos. He did a live stream the whole show. It's a lot of fun to watch and sit down and be interviewed by him. It's kind of cool. So we did our rounds back and forth at the show, and Nikki found this really cool set of cars at this one table. And this table was piled a mile high with boxes about 5 or 6 feet tall. And one guy tapped me on the shoulder. He was like, hey, this guy's liquidating this collection. He's selling stuff for cheap. So talk to him, see what you can do. And I was like, okay, whatever. Took it with a grain of salt. And Nikki asked about these cars right here. So here's 2. And then we have another 2 right here. And these are like custom painted pre-war cars. Look like almost like the MTH template stuff, or the Lionel template company. So Nikki asked about it. The guy was like $20. And I was like, okay, well, I'll take them. So she was ecstatic. She really likes the colors. They're very close to like the Disney 50th anniversary colors. So she was all over that. So we walked away, and the gentleman said, oh, there's a locomotive that goes with those cars as well. So if you're here at the show, I'll look out for you. If you come back, just check in. So we got this locomotive right here, which are one of my favorite pre-war locomotives. This is a Lionel 252, and it's electric. It's got the little pantograph up here. But I just couldn't believe it. For $20, got a whole 252 passenger set with observation car and locomotive. So after purchasing that set for only $20 for Nikki, it's her set, I was very curious to see what else was he hiding under all these totes and boxes. So I started digging through, and the next item I ended up picking up was to my left right here. Check this out. This is a little high railer Lionel testing equipment, and this thing actually works on DC or AC. You just put it on the track and let it roll. It's very similar to the pickup truck that I already have, but it's really cool to have the other car in that series of MOW cars, or maintenance away. So yeah, I got this for, I believe it was $20 with the box and everything. So this actually works really well. It's probably barely used. That scarring on the pickup there is probably from my layout, but it's just so cool to pick this up for like $20. So the next item I ended up picking up was underneath the table, and the gentleman running that booth was actually kind of rotating stock. So throughout the entire show, he was taking stuff from underneath the platform or table that he was using, putting it up on top. So Nikki found this. This is just beautiful. This is called the Esquire Theater, and it's a resin model, and it's kind of like a false back right there. There I am. So you can put this in like a corner or something on the layout to kind of hide the back of this. But it's from a company called American Muscle. I looked into this company, so they actually would sell these, so you'd sit like your hot rods and model cars out front to display them. Now I do have some plans for this theater. I'd like to install LEDs carefully underneath the marquee right here, and also maybe put some spotlights up on the theater right there. I just think it'd be so cool to have LEDs like shining up. So this is going to be a great tutorial project I'm going to film for you guys on how to install those LEDs and wire it all together. So it's going to look really cool when it's all done. The next piece was actually purchased beside this. I think it was like a bundle offer. I ended up picking up a post-war tender. This was only $5. It has plenty of room for a whistle in there. It actually has the little, there it is, the exhaust port for the whistle. So throughout the show, I was actually making my way back to this table to see what other stuff he would uncover. And I found this beautiful passenger set. It's called the Route of the Three Rivers set. Starting with the beautiful baggage car right here. We have a Rail Express Agency logo, which I think looks so cool. Then we have the mural of Pittsburgh, which is really cool. It gave it away because the sky car right here, of the gondola. But it says, serving the nation, the route of the three rivers, right there. And if we go down, you have the Pennsylvania Keystone as well. So this was the first star. I was like, wow, this set's really special. This is a non-lighted baggage car. But if we go on to the other cars, they are fully detailed and lighted. So we have a Vista Dome observation. This is called the Three Rivers car. And the coolest thing I noticed when I got them home is that these doors open on these cars. So if you look at this, the door opens back. This is so cool. Three Rivers car also has like these little billows between each car, or baffles as I've heard them called. You know, sprung couplers and everything. It's just a really nice set. Now, the next car, here we go. This is called the Carnegie. I believe this is some type of diner car because there's like a little kitchen in the back here. And then on the other side, it's like a bathroom, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, here's the bathroom in here. So yeah, look at that. There's like a little sink. It's hard to see. But this car also has the opening doors on each side. And it's also called the Carnegie, so very fancy. Now the last car, the Duquesne car, or Duquesne, has operating doors on each side. And also it's just a party car. There's like a couch in there and everything. So these cars would be great contenders to add figurines inside. I'm glad they didn't put those silhouettes in here. It gives these cars that much more detail. But I am aware these are not full-scale cars. They're semi-scale, but they are just beautiful cars. These would look great behind like my K4, the GG1, or even the new engine I just picked up, which you guys are about to see right here. All right, guys, so I saved the best for last, and I'm so excited to show you this. So at the show, the gentleman running that same table, I saw him actually take these out of a tote and put them on top. And as soon as he did that, I was like, oh man, I got to ask him about this. This is dangerous. And I was really scared that it would be super expensive, but then I realized he's liquidating this stuff. I don't think he cares as long as he makes a profit or turns over something. So I walked over after consulting with Nikki. She's like, well, go ask him. Like, it can't hurt. So I ended up picking up these engines for $60. And as soon as I picked them up and showed Nikki, she was just like, oh God, what have I done? So it's not just one locomotive. Here, I'll show you. You have to see it to understand. So for $60, I got an A unit right here. There we go. It's a Shark. Got an A unit. All right. Another A unit. This is the power unit right here. And can't forget about the B unit right here. So $60, I got a set of Pennsylvania Shark Nose Baldwin locomotives that these are from Williams, so they run very quietly. They're perfect upgrade candidates for an ERR board to make them command control. But for $60, I cannot complain. There are amazing pieces. They run extremely well, and I'm just so happy to have them for $60. All right, guys, so this video isn't complete until we do a run session of put the high railer up top, then we'll put the Baldwins with the beautiful passenger cars on the main line below. So here we go, all aboard. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. So for under $200 with the show fees included, I believe it was $185, I was able to pick up all these great pieces from some scale stuff like those Sharks to the semi-scale passenger cars, to even some pre-war stuff, which are a lot of fun. Now, this engine currently does not operate. It shorted out as soon as I put it up there on the upper loop, but I was able to run one of the cars in the set. The other cars are a little frozen, so I have to kind of work with those and fix them up. But anyways, if you enjoyed watching this video and you're new to the channel, always consider subscribing and make sure to hit that bell icon so you don't miss crazy content just like this. I love reading your guys' comments, and giving one of these really helps out the channel. Until next time, everyone, happy railroading. We'll see you next time.